E aí, Guilherme? Vou tomar. Agora fodeu. Roger. Ai. Ai. Preciso de arma. Vamos ligar a arma, né? Mas que precisamos. Nossa, lascou. Nossa, essa agora dava meio mentira. Ah, filha da... Nossa, onde que esse cara tava, velho? Casar, mano. Velho, o cara puta vivo. Porra, a gente tá no grupo, caralho. Porra. Porra. Só tapa, Nicolas. Vem pro fute. Só tapa de qualidade. Ah, vai tomar no... Ferrão, cara. Esse jogo sou bom.
Bro, yo, call me way off. I'm like,
you got duped so bad. Oh, shout out to Herons for having a name that not even literally one of the most knowledgeable players I've ever seen. Monster D-Face, see it. If you have other names that are like that, anybody that's got a backwards one,
whoever's working on you building your brand is fire them because you're not winning with that.
Tag Monster D-Face on Twitter, hashtag Fortnite World Cup. We got to get a list of names for Monster to look out for so we didn't stumble on any more, right?
That was a tough one, dude.
Player taking shots all the way across, 32 remaining. We got 7 more to go before we're in replacement points.
Here it is, Spook. Wait, did I read? No, it's Coops. It's Coops. No? This is
I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea at this point.
We don't know anymore, but here it is, Spook. Hopefully, looking to pop someone here. Find some windows. Nice build right there. And, oh man, building with Willet is terrible. Way above the threshold here. He's closing in on his top 25. Can he hold out? It's really what he's looking for. 38 points. He's in contention. There's still time to queue up here. He is totally in the running right now. And that's a big 3-piece right there. 2 huge legendary AR shots connect. One being a headshot, rips apart their shield. Combat follow-up, so clean. Spook goes back into recycle the geyser and just gonna keep him in the air, just trying to get this placement right now.
2 quick ticks out in Storm, but does have the highest drop right now, slowly floating in. Bucky starting to take shots. Wouldn't surprise me if descent happens very quickly from those that are still floating because of that. Power on the bottom you saw for just a second, very low HP. Tricks picking feet off, feet out, Stowe's getting elimination. Power going down to himself and the Storm. You can see that player on the outside. Alex Toast does get eliminated. Mockin, 26 left. 1 more goes down. Whoever this 26th position is going to feel bad about missing placement points, but it is the way of the road, as they say. Ultra Laser Hawk is the player. We are now in the top 25 for placement. Pretty picking up 3 points. The community launchpad may be going to pay the price. Doesn't quite go down. Now Mockin out of 66, catching a competing player. Going for the same launch pad, and everybody's flying in here at Lazy Lagoon. We're basically headed straight. In fact, it's an entirely in the water 8 circle that we're moving towards right now.
And like placement is only just barely given out. As we're at 20 players on a riverbed, you can't walk down there. You have to build. This is such a weird end game.
I mean, you can try, but it's going to be real sad when you have to jump along the bottom. Look at this, Fox and Boxy taking shots and then immediately getting shot at from Ty tanks above. Goes down and Ty pushes in to try and get the loot. Player competing for that. Barbag going down outside. Spook rotating forward, maintaining basically the 3rd floor up a rift. Gonna use it, maybe not. Decides not to, gonna move forward. Player dropping to the same box. Surprise, I'm in the box too, and Dotback goes down. Spook maintaining all the way in the outside of the zone. A couple storm ticks. That Siphon actually did end up saving him up to, down to 49 HP now. 12 players left. Ty, Spook. A number of other players rotating in, stuck on the bottom underneath the waterfall.
He got up and over though. He did get up and over. That's going to be a weird place to rotate up, and he knows that's why he's looking right now, trying to see if he can find someone. Players are going to go down to the storm right now. That's 1. Iota goes down already. It's such a weird spot. Their struggle must be happening here. Synergy and Diggles fighting in the zone as well.
Quick edit and a shot. Combat shotgun rotating around the outside, trying to chase that player down. Decides not to continue pushing just in case somebody else might be there. Like Ty tanks, a quick elim there, picking up another Siphon. The 50 HP shield total there, very important.
Just a bit ago, he had 49 health, guys. Now he's at 150. He is in the game right here. Will he get to 200 in time? Nope, someone snatches it up, but it's okay. He catches Aaron right there, and there is a free rift. Definitely want to use that. Everyone already to the sky at this point. Top 5, all placement points have been given out, besides the victory royale at this point.
Mockin on the ultimate low ground, taking shots. Traps to defend from anybody dropping in. Like Just Chillin', who does go down very quickly. Another elimination, 7 now in 5 builds. Maybe looking for another shot on players underneath. There are a handful down there. A quick grenade. I don't know if he caught that. Just tosses one down to see if he can get a hit on somebody. Maybe the 60 seconds before the storm.
Can he get it?
Chicks him out on the outside. He's got 1 build. Floor, he's gonna have gets it.
Did he get it?
Birdsack.
Did he get the mats?
Dropping in.
He got a few. Yeah, just a few.
3 players out knocking in the ultimate low. And watch this. Everybody's about to get pushed in the air because the path of the storm. And that might...
He needs to hit the shot.
Oh my gosh. Staying just barely away from the vent. Almaken gets 4 eliminations. The Victory Royale and everybody else. At that point, because it was so close to the end of the game, nobody wanted to go for the vent because you're pushed up in the air, and with the circle that small, you are asking to tick out storm damage. You want to stay engaged, so a forced rotation out into the storm is the only option at that point.
Yeah, and that's why Spook was trying so desperately hard to push through that building and catch the Elam before he took off in the geyser, but he did manage to throw him up and couldn't get the siphon and keep him in the game. But here with Cryptic, charges back that bow, and he West, 30 minutes left to queue up and get the last bit of your games. 30 minutes, you can effectively queue maybe 2 full games, one from here to then, and then your last, but it's only if you have more than 2 games left, and
Roger.
pushing through.
Beleza. Tava jogando Kendall. Isso não.
It's terrifying to think that that's how narrow it is. That's how few people make it through. We've gone through multiple weeks of this, of players trying to play out of their minds. Cryptic Slays picks up the first Elim. A couple easy shots to the AR from above.
It's that Boombo though, man. Ripped apart all the shield in that player.
Just recently nerfed too. A little bit of a
Drawback.
Yep, a quarter of a second longer now, but players still very efficient with it. You just have to time it a little bit better.
Any kind of change to that weapon is welcome, I'm sure.
You trying to tell me that people have a problem with the relative utilization of a weapon? Fortnite Battle Royale, the ultimate Royale experience? No way. Of course not. Never.
Roger.
Smile. You're
Já volto.
Lucifer.
Vou pegar alguma coisa pra comer.
2 stinkers. We saw stinkers kind of clean up some players earlier today, just an end game. No way to defend against it. Purging goes down. Now Blix. He can take this ball, he can just go through the loot if he really wants to. He's not going to do so, so he's going to be content with what he has and gets in that zone here.
Too risky at this point. He's got to rotate so far still, and you've got so many players that are still out here ahead of the zone. JP2 right there, King Flash at the top, challenging Cryptic Slays. Hunt as well, landing in the same spot, Spicy right underneath. Meanwhile, Sap from Ghost. Looking to make a play down here in the bottom, decides to not get too aggressive and uses that rift, seeing most likely that right now at the time of the rift, 27 players left. I think the option there was, I don't even want to risk it. I want my placement points, which he gets now.
Yeah, not only that, someone like, he had like 2 players somehow end up in his box. One might have been a shadow, the other might have been a baller, so.
Exactly.
He is not trying to stick around there.
The best course of action, honestly. Down to 22 now, and he's got to make it to 15. You see the top right there, the placement required to get the next set of points.
He's doing pretty good for himself this game right here. He's got double heals going on, playing for the high ground, manages to take it up, and it's his.
Do it.
Now he's just got to run it up. He's connecting with all the combat. Someone is trying to break him down, doesn't even matter. He does manage to connect here, and there's 2 or 3 players now above him. He's going to use that moment of distraction to lower his elevation and probably just go back on the hunt in just a bit here, but
Still getting
stinkers
pressure
are
above.
piecing.
One more needs to go down.
That dodge right there. Sidestep fake out. Now taking down the high ground player again, but turns his, lets his guard down. Someone's already on it.
Actually did pick up an elimination. Shaky jumped off the top. Ended up going down to that. In the feed right there. 11 players left. Sap. 2 eliminations, 56 builds, and it's pretty much all metal, which is perfect for late game. If you had to have a situation where you get one material at the end, it's got to be metal every single time. You use that to zone people out as the storm's pushing in behind. Slows them down because they have to try and knock out those walls, and it's going to take multiple hits. And at the same time, maybe a chance for you to edit back, go for elimination. Hector here, the ultimate low ground, moving forward, 35 points so far. Still in contention, Cryptic Slays in your feed, putting it down to the top 10 remaining. Fet goes down.
Yes, indeed. There's a player right here. He does have to edit, makes the double shot, connects with the 136 combat. Just one hit was the one that took him down, but didn't break the wall in time. Is he gonna get it?
Oh, what a bait.
Flash, waiting for that. But hey, he brought in a slurp juice for King Flash. That's gonna be a big come up for him. And
Special delivery.
let's look at how much health these players in the low ground have. No Flash, just gets one limb right there. It's gonna put him back in. Did get hit.
Saf in the ultimate high ground, just big chilling with already built structures. In fact, he owns a number of them. You see from this corner red, he's going to watch for the shots, finds 2. That player's down to less than 50. He's going to push forward, and it's Cryptic Slays goes down. We are now in a top 4 situation. Cryptic at least getting the top 5 points there. 7 from that. 49, though, total for Saf. To put himself in the top 10. Hopefully the top 2 if he can make his way all the way to the top. And speaking of the top, climbing out of the basically all the pre-built structures. Spicy, Sage peak right on top of each other. Spicy picks up that elimination. 3 players left. Schlump, the ultimate low ground. My friend out there in the corn. I feel that for sure. Saf in the ultimate high, dropping down, starting to descend. A little bit of fall damage. Both players at the bottom are literally dancing inside and outside of each other's builds right now. Corner edits happening. A ramp to push Spicy all the way in the bottom, and Saf and Spicy to 1v1.
It's the corn. It's the hayfield.
He's got layers above him already.
Yeah.
Just a second. Spicy's got 7 builds.
Like, no way, dude.
I want to see a Spicy push out just 2 or 3 floors out, launch pad to try and take high ground and push the shotgun. Do it.
Saf's not having it. 1 campfire's down. There's the second, sits in the middle. Out comes the bandages, and that's his game.
Spicy was sitting on the launch pad. I would have loved to see him push out, put down a quick floor launch, fly up, and try and take high ground, shoot down from above, especially with a tactical shotgun. You don't have the range of the combat, so if you're going to try and compete with that, you're going to fail. AR shots from underneath, potentially, but with the amount of materials that you could already see the player above him layering up, double layering pyramids and floors. So at that point, pressuring with a high ground takeover, in my opinion, granted, I'm only me.
You're you.
But you never know. Like, I feel like that was the play. Thoughts?
I mean, think about it. There's only a couple of spots for qualification. If I'm being honest, to make it all the way through, you got to take risks. We've seen it happen all day today. 1-point differences, tiebreaker differences. You gotta make risks right there. Like that was an elimination he could have took, but he just said, you know what? He weighed his card and said, I have the advantage, I have the campfire. I'm gonna go for the hail off. You lose a point, leave a point on the field.
Was it NA East had what 7th, 8th, 9th, 9th, and 10th were all 60
4
points?
players in a 60-point tiebreaker bracket, and Creo just barely eked out.
So you're looking at that and you're thinking, I should probably push this. Maybe.
Don't leave anything up for grabs. Can't in those final moments, but
39 players left.
How it all kind of crumbles in that one, but here it is, symmetrical. We saw having quite the day today if he can continue to just hold out.
We had a chance to look at his first 5 games of the day, the breakdown, and he was so heavily weighted on placement. He's playing so strategically that 4 eliminations right now, multiple wins. I believe he had 3 games that were wins, and this might actually be one of them. We'll see before too long. One that he went out at 100. I know that feeling, don't worry.
If you're going to go down, might as well be 100 to get all your time back.
Like, you know what? On to the next one. Keep on rolling.
You know, most players don't get 10 in anyway, so it is all good as, oh, poor Fishman right here. Wheels catches a ton of damage. It was white, so you know he's going to keep the pressure up here. And yep, he's going to keep it nice and safe. He hears the minis. This is checkmate, buddies. Hello. Bye-bye. Yes, Ethan.
I'm assuming it's Ethan. Can't really tell. Question mark then. Put Wheels from WBG picking up a solid elimination. Good mechanical technique there. Getting the quick replaces, quick edits, the swipes. You can see him. I love that you can see him too. How fast they're activating the edit, swiping, confirming the edit, and then just quickly taking a shot. Sog is the ultimate high ground. Looks like a legendary AR in his hands.
I would not want to play on 60 hertz. I'm sorry.
Struggle.
That's rough.
It's a struggle.
Respect to Soggy's on 60 hertz, man.
Who knows what that is? The name itself, though, very funny. I commend him. Moving forward. Little corner edit. More and more players, instead of capping off with a ramp and flipping it, have been doing a pyramid and just choosing which corners they want to raise up. Because you can immediately just look down, reset it, and drop down. Change corners. See multiple 3 players in rotation, finds the weakest one. Look at the damage above the threshold for, oh man, for Storm Surge. 1,338 damage above the threshold. Till it's down to 30 players in the top left corner of the screen, folks, Storm Surge will apply damage ticks to everybody that's still in until it's down to 30, or there's everybody that's below the threshold, the damage cutoff. So you have to make sure that you're dealing as much damage as you can. Alberto here only
This guy's
above.
barely above, but lucky for him, he's just outside of the threshold, so he should be okay here. Alberto, 2 Rift to goes. 3 Shadow Bombs. He's got everything he needs to kind of play for placement here. You might as well at this point, and that's why he's choosing to just rotate, not necessarily firing at anyone. Just notice the holds here. Now he's going on defense. Open builds. Keeping it nice and calm. If you don't fire back, people are going to start targeting you, and that's kind of what's happening here. So
2 rifts. Stops for the 1 of 2 Shadow Bombs remaining. Gonna have to almost rotate to sync. Dodges those with ease. 149 total. He's dropping just above. Very, oh my gosh. The landing there lands right on a ramp inside a tower that is 2 floors up. Drops in, build, quick double edit, falls into the player. Tactical shotgun, easy clap.
that's respect right there.
So fast.
No hesitation. Saw the opportunity, took the wall. That was the perfect scenario for him to be in. It's also going to allow him to upgrade that loadout. We'll see how he fares off in a little bit here, but now hopping over to Wheels, who's repeating the same rinse and repeat here. You want to just get to the zones. You want to be careful too. Guys, when your Shadow Bomb is ending, if you're standing still, your silhouette is just there. Players can see you. I've seen players get punished in the past.
Oh, and he got it! I was a teammate too! WBG on WBG violence.
Cannibalism.
You hate to see it. Wheels. Oh man, the reaction time there. If you get rifted up and you have an open slot for reload in your combat shotgun, there's a little gimmick you do right now where you quickly spam reload and shoot at the same time. And
I wonder, do you have to aim at that point?
Oh, bro, yeah.
You just hit what's in front of you.
I've seen shots.
Like, that's the real question.
I've seen shots miss, but very often you're going to see a big hit because they're right on top of each other.
Yeah, they hit all the time.
Very, very accurate there.
I haven't been in a situation to pull that one off, but man, I think one highlight happened last weekend, and ever since, it is just, they've taken the play and added it to the playbook.
Pretty much everybody had their eyes on that and said, oh, okay, I guess this is how we're going to do things. And just literally, we had one, I think it was yesterday.
Oh, these casters love that. Let's do that, dude. That's the highlight.
We had one yesterday where a player went for 2 back-to-back and couldn't quite get it to happen.
Crazy.
Try and literally the last player who had 70 HP just picked him up twice with rifts.
Oh, look.
He tried. He was trying to find somebody on the drop-in, man.
How crazy is that? But does a hard dive down. He's landing right on top of another fight here. What's going on up top? Appa Whip. Wheels still in the game. C-Dub. Triggy. So many combat shots just trade off. Roberto won all of the.
He dropped in and then literally everyone down at the bottom with him is gone now.
Yep, that puts him right up to 3 Elans. Here comes Wheels, just kind of making his way down. He's got to pop this slurp juice though. Look at his health right now. Not sure why he's holding on to that, but it doesn't matter. It pays off because that fall damage is going to help him out tremendously. He takes some in return. Can he win the trade? He does. Didn't need the slurp juice after all.
Nah, he picked his teammate up, lifted him up in the air, took that elimination, multiple eliminations after that. Wheels, the victory royale, a crazy set of builds here. I love looking at these things afterwards. But what really matters is the play-by-play there, every single strategy. And if we could, Zeke, take us through what you know.
Well, Dr. Lupo, the only thing I know is you're incredible. Thank you guys.